Lee, we spoke on Thursday and you talked about not wanting to be that team, and we were that team today. How you feeling?
Yeah, disappointed, mate. We are that team. Everything I spoke about before the game, about discipline, about desire, about a winning mentality, about professionalism, about humbleness, having class about just everything opposite to that. I thought we were big time. I thought we were unbelievable. I think we've got players out there that feel like they're beyond the level, and trust me, they're not, because we've just got shown up today. I thought first 20 minutes were actually very good. We started really, really well, and we got complacent and we got lazy. And listen, we can sit here and hammer my team, which I will be today, but they were very good. Herne Bay worked so hard, done exactly what we've done to teams all last year, what we've done to teams this year, and we've done the complete opposite to what we've been. And look, firstly, I don't do this often, but I think I've got to apologise to the travelling supporters today. It's not often you hear me say that, because I always think my teams give a lot. We threw the towel in today. Threw the towel in, that's very disappointing for me. And it'd be very, very interesting to see the players' reaction, because it's really easy to have a debrief after the game, but who was really standing up and be counted at half time, who really wanted to go out there and put a shift in, who really wanted to go and win the game for me today. And that's a disappointment, and I've just told them in no uncertain terms it's unacceptable. Too many people got too much to say, too many people like to harp on and moan, and it's frustrating, John, because all I'm here to do is try and help them and try and kick them on. But if I don't want to listen and want to do their own thing and their own game, then it's going to be a really, really long season. We can't take away that we've been very good, but today was miles and miles away from what we're all about as a football team, as a football club, and that's disappointing.
So I was there training on Thursday, and you took kind of 5 minutes out of the session to talk to the players about that thing about, if you want to kick on, you've got to do this, that and the other. And it sounds like they're not listening.
Well, listen, I think I've got 5 or 6 players in there that I firmly believe can kick on to the next level. But they're not doing me a favour being at this football club. They're not doing me any favours, mate. And I feel that some of them train like they're doing me a favour. And I just try and speak to them about being professional and about doing things properly. And every time we go to work, we do everything right. And I thought on Thursday night there was an arrogance about 1 or 2 people. I thought a few of them jogged through the first part of the session, and you get nothing for jogging. You get nothing for being half-hearted. A talent and ability alone don't get you anywhere where you need to go. Hard work and determination, and then quality and ability shines through after that. And we've done none of it. And look, they pulled themselves together Thursday, but I felt it coming, John, if I'm honest. I felt it coming all week. I don't think we've been professional in what we've been like in training, and that's down to me. That's for me to sort out. I thought the pleasing thing was people like Billy Bassari come on and put them on the back foot, but also our discipline. You know, it starts last week losing Nico Muir. It's such a big loss today, huge loss, and that's discipline problems, because it wasn't a tackle he'd been sent off for last week. He'd been sent off for fighting. So, look, it's not often I come for the group, is it? You know, I'll always protect them. I'll always, but today is not acceptable. You know, it's not one of my team performances. These things do happen. Let's put things into perspective and let's take the emotion out of it. It does happen. It happened a lot last year and we was on the right side of it. Today we're on the wrong side of it. A massive congratulations to Herne Bay. But after the start we had was so positive and good, and we were on the front foot and we were playing, and look, we just become very disjointed. I felt that Joe coming out of central midfield was a huge loss for us, just for the second balls he picks up. But again, we go back to discipline, because we wouldn't have had to play like that if Nico Muir would have stayed on the pitch last week. You know, these are all the things. You know, we go there next week to Folkestone now with no Samuel Adenolo, no Nico Muir, suspensions. David Age is struggling. Lucas Perry's not going to be fit anytime soon. So we're a long way off where we need to be, and that's what I try and drill into the boys. You're only as good as your last performance. Well, on that showing, that's miles and miles and miles away from any team that I want to represent, and any team that wants to be challenging up the better end of the table rather than the lower end of the table. So we have to improve drastically. I need to speak to 1 or 2 of them on their own and you know, try and work out what their mindset is and what they're thinking, because as I said, John, we're a club that try and push people on. We've seen that over the years. We really do move people forward. And all I want is the very best for these boys. I love them to pieces, you know, and I want the best, but they must listen. They must take on board what I'm trying to tell them. They have to work extremely hard this game. You can't cheat football, because it comes back and bites you on the bum. And that's exactly what the game's done today. We've tried to have a little cheat up today and stroll across the ground, and they worked harder than us. They wanted more than us. They were better than us. They turned us better. They passed us better. every single department today. They were better than us. Yeah. And as I say, I thought the supporters were the only positive from the game. Full credit to Herne Bay. I hope they get a great draw in the next round and they get themselves through and earn some much needed funds for their football club that we could have done with. But as I said, we've got to go back to the drawing board really quickly and discover what we're all about, because that was miles away from what we are.
So we've got 2 training sessions now before focusing away next week. What's the focus for you?
Work really hard Tuesday, work really hard Thursday. Our set pieces are a disgrace, absolute disgrace. So that's on me, so we need to work hard. I would say it's on me, listen, when you're asking people just to put it in a certain area and we hit the first man every time, that's not good enough for the quality that we've got in the changing room. But we've got to work really hard, and I need us to, it's a massive reset, and I think it's a good thing. In the long run, I think it's a really good thing. At the moment, emotions are really running high. I'm bitterly disappointed. I'm bitterly disappointed with people's reactions around the club today, and I expect so much better from a really good group of players. We got away out of jail last week. We didn't today. We got found wanting today, and that disappoints me. And we've got a very, very hard running coming up, so we need to improve massively.
Oh, mate, well,
thank you.
Good luck.